Hi, welcome to Raise Sensation. I'm your host, Dan, and in this episode, I am going to be looking at this new release of a Japanese horror manga from the 70s, MANSECT, by Koga Shinichi. And it's the third volume that's been released under the Smudge imprint. The first release was Her Frankenstein, which is like a psychological horror story. The second one was the UFO Mushroom Invasion, a wild sci-fi story. And they're tied together. Smudge is translated and published by Ryan Holmberg. And he's doing a terrific job. In these first two books, he has some back matter explaining where the authors are in their career and in the timeline of Japanese horror comics when these were released. And these are really cool stories and stuff. This book does not have that, but the book is the longest one yet. So I think it's more due to the page count than not having something to say about this. I love those in those earlier books. I really do. But this one stands alone. This is just such a great book. It is a wild horror story. It's about a lonely young man who's kind of like an outcast living with his parents. And when they pass away, and all he likes in life is insects. He likes insects much more than people, having anything to do with people. And after his parents die, he really goes around the deep end. Some of these drawings are like really weird. Like that is very traditional looking Japanese character for these comics. But this face, this looks like, I don't know, I think this is from some European film or something, or maybe looks a little bit like he had a photograph of a young Richard Burton that he was copying or something like that. There's another picture where he does that exact same picture. There he is being made fun of by his. See, like there, doesn't that look like the? Well, I don't know. It looks very familiar. So he gets his leg cut, and that's what happens when you cut your leg, and you get some insect debris in there. You start mutating into an insect person. So this is full of wild body horror. And that rivals Cronenberg's remake of The Fly. And just look at that. That is wild stuff. So it's got this wild body horror. Cool monsters. Look at that. That's what he comes out of his cocoon, metamorphosizes into. It's this thing. There he is killing a dog. And so there's this wild body horror. He loses a hand, and it goes off on its own to infect other people. And it's just full of this crazy stuff. And there's all kinds of doctors. There's doctors and scientists, and here's who give all these wacky ideas about what could. In a lot of horror movies, even in the X-Files, which was because this is exactly that kind of thing. They'll take some weird little supposed science factoid that very few people know, and then they'll extrapolate it into these wild explanations for what's going on. Like in this, they say, like, some people believe that mummies, desecrated bodies, are really just cocoons and that they will reemerge when the time is right. It's like, who thinks that? Who ever thought that? But, oh, look at the poor critter. So all kinds of horrible stuff starts happening, and kids aren't safe. No one's safe. No one's safe at all. Here's when they're talking about desecrated bodies. And there he is swallowing somebody whole. All kinds of wild stuff. I don't want to give too much away. But it is just wild horror. Lots of violent action in a couple scenes, and just grotesque. It is fabulous. If you're a monster fan, if you like these Japanese horror mangas, like I said, this is from the 70s, and it is terrific. This is exactly what the kind of stuff I hoped was going to be released in big in a big wave once Uzumaki and stuff like that was a hit. Didn't really happen, but here you go. Ryan, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. You're doing just the most perfect thing with these releases, and I look forward to many more. So I hope everybody takes the opportunity to check this book out. You guys have a good day.